What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's been about a week riding on these wheels now, and everyone at my work loves them, and I wasn't expecting to get as much attention as they're getting, to be honest. Driving on them now, like, they're pretty good. I do have to say it's a bit of a more stiffer ride, but that was kind of to be expected with the stretched tires. Also, I haven't really adjusted dampening, but I do have to run more PSI in the front and rear bags. I'm running about 70, I believe. I used to run about 50 and 60 up front. So 50 in the rear and 60 up front. So I had to add up a little bit more, but we need to adjust things. So this is currently our ride height. It's a little higher than I like. Again, I have to adjust the dampening. But yeah, we have to adjust a bunch of stuff like our toe. It doesn't look too bad in the rear, but I do know it has to get adjusted. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the front's really what's worse. Like, if you look, I don't really know if you could tell, but the front is way off, and I have my second tow arm now. I'm gonna quickly probably throw these in. There shouldn't be too difficult to throw in, I would imagine, but knowing my luck, it's gonna suck. And I have to raise the rear, and I have to lower the front. I'll show you the fitment right now, actually. So this is us aired out. This actually looks good for once. I don't know why it's like that. Maybe there's some air still in the system. Normally the lip is sitting like right underneath the fender, and then the front, you know, it needs to go lower. Like, yeah, quite a bit lower. Yeah, this is more what it normally looks like. It's sitting right on it. So I don't really like that look. I think it's a little lower than my liking. The front does need to get lowered. Might not tackle that today. We will see. Really, my main goal right now is to raise the rear, throw the tow arms in, and make sure that the toe is good. If I get the time, I'll tackle the front. I just know the front, I have that messed up struts, so that's going to give me a hard time. And again, you'd have to adjust toe and stuff. Camber, I don't think we're too bad. Just some adjusting required. We're going to do the string alignment. I'll show you guys how to do that if we get to it. Well, this is what we're looking like. Obviously, this is our tow arm that we were replacing. I don't think it'd be too bad to take out. The nut underneath here is a 12 mil. That's a 22. That's a 19. This is a 17. Obviously, you take off the pin. It should slide out. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Camber wise, we should be okay, but we are gonna have to adjust our collars in the back. So we gotta raise the car just a tad. Let's quickly bust these out. Obviously, it's the same thing on both sides. So if you do one side, the other should be the exact same. So let's go. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Obviously, whatever we just did, you got to do to the other side. It's the exact same, so I'm not going to show you twice. But this is our stock rear tow arm, and there's not really much to it. We are going to have to reuse this and this, but our new one actually comes with a new bolt, so that replaces this nut, which is fine. Yeah, and you can see that it's a lot shorter, so you can get a lot more adjustability out of this. It also does feel really nice. It seems like it's a quality part. Yeah, it's nothing really to it, I guess. Just slap it back on and then adjust it to what you want. I'm gonna try to match these up a little bit just so it's they're a little more similar in length, just so I have less adjusting to do. But basically, you just kind of rotate this. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Yeah, you basically just rotate this and it will make the arm longer or shorter, whichever way you want. And then you gotta lock it with these, of course. But yeah, that's all. Let's do it. Let's throw these in real quick. I'm also going to use this rust check stuff as well in the threads. I should have done this before, but oh well, I'm sure we'll be okay. Now when we lower the car down, all we have to do is turn this so we can get more or less toe. Got the other side in, everything's tightened up, obviously except for the middle part itself that is adjustable. Lowered the rear I raised the rear. So I did raise it just a tad. I'm not really sure if it's gonna be the right height that I raise it, so I might have to adjust it again. But for now, it's something, and I have dirt all over my face. I just realized, wow, that's nice. I hate suspension and adjusting. It's the worst. It's so time consuming, but it's very rewarding when you're done. It just takes forever. All right, I gotta lower down the rear end. I gotta see if my adjustment was enough. If it's not enough, I'm gonna raise it just a touch more and go from there. Okay, I'm gonna check it. Hopefully this is good. So I just got home and this girl's getting old. She's getting too old too fast. When I bought her, she had 47,000. She's at 60, like on the dot. I just parked and I look and she's on the dot. Look at this. Oh. Baby girl, slow down. So this is pretty much where I left you guys in the last video. So basically I put the rear adjustable tow arms in by SPC. And when I put them in, I kind of eyeballed the amount of toe to do it. And I didn't realize how much toe actually will adjust your ride height, because this side was really towed in, I think. But the gap that was right there was insane. It was like a half an inch or more. And even up front, I adjusted some of the toes. The front was too far towed out, and I towed them in, and it dropped the car. But it still needs to be dropped a couple of threads. And when I did a quick alignment, the steering wheel must have moved, because when I drive, the steering wheel is like this compared to being straight. All right, about an hour later, and we have the car all jacked up, and I have the string ran with a chair and a jack stand holding it. I do have more jack stands, but my other two are in Alliston, so I gotta work with what I got. Now everything underneath for the tow arms has been loosened up. I believe the fronts are like a 14 and a 19 mil, and the back I think is a 1 inch and like a 1 inch and a quarter, something like that. I'm using an adjustable for it just because I don't have anything that goes up to that size, but this will work. Also, I know you should have the car on a flat surface. This is the best I'm going to get. This is just so I can get around, and then I'm probably going to get a proper alignment later. I just kind of want to fine tune everything and see how well I can do it, because I've done it once before. This will be my second time. The last time I couldn't get any rear camber adjustment, so it didn't go well. So basically what I've done is I've taken a tape measure, and from the center of the wheel, I got 4 inches right above it. Now, so right there, 4 inches. And I went around, checked all of them, they all do 4 inches. And then when that's done, we have a digital caliper. If you don't have one of these, I recommend you getting one. They're very useful. So I have it in millimeters, and we're just gonna go from the lip to the string. Try not to touch it, because it'll mess up the measurement. Basically, I can do this without touching it. Here, let's do this side. So without touching it, we're looking at about 9.5 millimeters. If we come over here, that's a lot more than 9.5. Over here, it's about 12.2 mil. So basically, we gotta get the wheel turned like this, make it as straight as possible. Once that's done, we tighten everything down, and then we call it a day. I'm not really gonna show this. I'm just gonna go through this, get it done as fast as I can, and then show you it when it's done. Okay, if you look, it's pretty straight. Now, I don't think it's gonna be perfect, but I think it is gonna be better than what it was. And I mean, if we take our digital caliper and I go right to the rim, line it up, it's about 10.3 and about 10.3. So I'm pretty happy with that. Again, this is my second time doing this. I'm not expecting perfection. I'm just trying to get this thing around without destroying tires. And I think it'd be cool to say that I did the alignment. So I'm hoping now that the car drives straight. I'm hoping now my toe is good and I don't destroy tires. And I'm hoping when I air out, it's pretty tight fitment. So I'm now gonna jack up the car and tighten everything down. And I guess we'll go for a quick little test drive and just kind of see how it goes. But if it's no good, I'm gonna have to go in again and adjust, but I think we'll be okay. In the past, I've always just done it by eye. So this is probably the most legit I've ever been. So I'm gonna tighten this down and we'll see how it is. Okay, let's let the AC do its magic. Should help a little bit. Not bad. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. My hair is so crazy. I mean, honestly, the steering wheel's pretty close to straight. It might be a little tiny bit to the right. I'm trying to figure that out, but it's kind of hard to do with all the traffic right now. Okay, I'm just like letting it do its thing. Okay, it's pretty straight. It's pretty straight. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. You guys keep falling. Okay, let's get home. This is insane. So as I was saying, for an at-home alignment, this is not bad at all. We're driving really straight. I'm pretty happy. My neighbors just got home from fishing, so they're gonna wave hi. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. This beats paying a shop, you know, like $200, you know, because that's what it's gonna cost. So it cost a little bit of blood, sweat, and tears, but I think all in all, this was a pretty good success. Now let's see what our air out looks like. Ooh, it's tight. It's tight. I could hear it up in the front. I just went in for dinner, helped my girlfriend make something to eat, showered, cleaned up, and I almost forgot to show the final fitment. And I think it looks really good. I think it looks amazing. A lot of people, I feel like, will either love this car or hate it. I'm personally all for like the JDM like stance scene. I think it's amazing. I love a deep like lip look. You know, I'd love to get 3-piece someday, but right now I just can't justify it. I think the car just speaks for itself, really. I love it. I've been driving around now for a bit, and I get so many like thumbs up and pieces and looks, and it's just, I love it. It's I never really imagined wheels would do so much that they do, like for a car. Like I know, like okay, I know like wheels really change the look of a car, and I get that. But for like other people to realize it, like I'd never thought of it like that. So I'll give you guys a closer look of the final fitment and what we have. So I do have to say she's sitting pretty. I did give her a wash yesterday, so she is cleaner than she normally is. If you look, we're pretty straight. Maybe a slight, a slight adjustment. Like I said, I'm not, it's not a perfect, alignment. It's not going to beat a computer, but I'll probably bring it in for alignment too, just to kind of see my final numbers to see how well I did or didn't do. As you can see, we still have a little bit of gapping there. We have a little tiny bit back here, which I'm okay with. I don't mind a little bit. I do feel like my driver rear is a lot closer. Yeah, it's like basically like sitting on it, but it's not. It looks like it, but it's not. So that's another reason why I kind of want to get an alignment, just to get it fully dialed in. And you can see it's pretty close. Even from this angle, I think it looks really good. I love the color combo I did, especially with the dark gray color car, the bright green Brembos, or vacuum black wheels that Adhan has. I think it looks really good. I'm very happy with it. I think I picked a really good choice for color and fitment. Yeah, I honestly could not be any happier. Like, whew. Let me see if I get a booty shot. It's kind of hard where I am right now, but yeah, it looks good. Well, that's it. If you guys want to keep up with the channel, see what I do, and just see what else crazy stuff we come up with, feel free to subscribe, comment if you have any questions about the build, and like it if you like what you're seeing. Everything I know is I know from doing. I never went to school for this. I just do a lot of research online, ask a few people, and just give it a shot. Like, this is obviously this is my second car. My first one was really the guinea pig, but this one I'm really trying to make really good. So there's still quite a bit we have to do. It's nowhere near complete, but it's a step in the right direction. So take it easy, guys.